Hey guys, in today's video I'm going to show you how I make my very own DIY hair moisturizer that helps to retain my length and helps to grow out my natural hair. So if you want to see how I make my DIY hair moisturizer, keep on watching. Okay guys, so we're going to jump right into today's video. The ingredients for today are going to be aloe vera. I like it fresh and I get it from my local produce market. We're also going to be using African shea butter. I get this from a African market near my home, and I'm going to also be using organic coconut oil. So we are going to be doing the double boil method, and I'm going to take a half a cup of coconut oil and I'm going to take 2 cups of shea butter. I'm going to put them both in one bowl, and then we are going to double boil it. So it will not go directly on heat, but it will go on top of a pot, and it's going to simmer on low until all of the products are liquefied. So this method takes me normally about 10 to 15 minutes, and while that's melting we're going to move over to our aloe vera. So I'm not going to use the entire plant, and in fact for this recipe I wound up using a little bit too much, but I did store the rest in the fridge. So we are going to cut the aloe vera into smaller pieces, and we're going to take off the sharp edges. So once we have removed the spikes from the aloe vera, we're going to cut it in half. And the easiest way for me to remove aloe vera is to use a large spoon. It's a lot easier to scoop out and it's faster. So once we continue to remove all of the aloe vera plant, we are going to keep those leaves because I like to use those as a pre-poo. So I apply fresh aloe vera to my scalp prior to me washing, and that helps with my dry scalp as well as to relieve the itching. So do not throw the aloe vera skin away. I'm going to just smash the aloe vera a little bit smaller, but I'm not going to worry about it too much because it's going into a blender. Don't forget, aloe vera goes in a Ziploc bag in the refrigerator to stay cool and fresh, and we're going to move back on to our shea butter. So it's been about 10 minutes, and as you can see, there were a few little pieces left in the mixture. So I'm just going to stir that until it melts. Then I'm going to add my essential oils. Today I'm going to be using peppermint oil and lavender oil. That is a personal preference on what type of oil you would like to add. So I'm going to add those oils, and then I'm going to stir everything together. And this mixture is going into the fridge for about 30 minutes. So I'm quickly going to blend my aloe vera. I don't want it to get too watery, but I do want to get some of those small chunks out. So I'm going to use the NutriBullet because it's fast and easy to clean. So you're just going to throw all your aloe vera in, give it a few pulses until it liquefies just a bit, and then we're going to put that aside. So it's been 30 minutes, and as you can see, our oil mixture started to solidify in the refrigerator. And so I'm going to touch it so you can see how creamy it is. It's not too solid, but you are going to see some of those oils start to blend together. But just wait until we are done. You guys are going to see how moisturizing this butter is going to become. So now we're going to use our handheld mixer, and it's time for me to get a new one. We're not going to discuss it, honey, but this mixer is like 20 years old. I'm not even kidding. So I'm just going to mix my shea butter mixture to a thick consistency, and I'm going to slowly add in my aloe vera gel. I say add it in slowly because as you can see, I added a little bit too much and it started to fly everywhere. So you can either get a larger bowl or just mix it a little bit slower. So at this point, depending on how thick or how creamy you want your butter to be, you're going to mix for about 15 to 20 minutes. I personally like my butters to be on the firmer side, so not too whipped because it lasts longer in the glass container, and I find myself using less of the butter when it's in its thicker consistency. So I like to put my butters in glass jars. I find that they stay a little bit longer, and look at the amount that I'm using, but watch the amount of shine you're going to get on your skin. It is just amazing. And again, although I don't whip my butters too soft, you can see how well they blend into the skin and moisturize the skin. So let me show you how I apply these oils. So I am in between my wash day, and as you can see, I am wearing my hair in a protective style. So I am going to start to unravel my braids. So once my braids are removed, I take a little bit of the hair butter and I apply it to my hands, and this helps to give my hair a little more slip. The aloe vera inside of this butter gives it a little more moisture, and so it helps to remove all of that dead hair that can tangle. And then after we remove all that excess hair, I'm going to take a wide tooth comb and I'm going to thoroughly detangle. This scalp oil I also have a tutorial on, is what I use to apply directly to my scalp, and it does have peppermint oil and a few other essential oils. I will have that video linked in the description box. So I section my hair and make sure that my scalp looks good, and then I reapply my hair braids. So as I'm braiding, I like to take a little more of the hair butter and I concentrate it on the ends of my hair. Again, your hair at the ends is the oldest hair on your head and it requires a little more hydration. So I just like to concentrate some hair butter there. I continue to braid and then I just put my hair into whatever protective style that I'm currently wearing. So as you can see, my scalp looks good. It is itch free and it's moisturized. So if you guys want to see how I made that oil, don't forget to look in the video description. I will have that video linked below so that you can make your own scalp oil as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you in the next tutorial.